whatever goes on mentally, it is expressed in our in the way that we act, in the way that we receive things. So I'm going to say that making money comes in two parts. This is something that I've gone to see. It comes in the aspect of firstly making the money and then secondly keeping the money. Um, the problem that we have the majority of time is that we wish we spend what we make quickly without accumulating it to add for them to work for us. I've noticed this that in a year, speaking as a student, it is possible to save about 30 to 40,000 a year if you're consistent with it, if you teach yourself financial discipline. I wish someone could have told me this sooner that financial discipline is equals to freedom. Once you teach yourself to not touch what you've saved or what you've put aside, you're already elevating to the next level. Because spending is so nice. Spending can be um, one of the best things. It makes you, it releases dopamine. So when you spend, you should understand that this is where delayed gratification comes into play. Because if you've taught yourself to not enjoy instant gratification, when you receive money, you're not going to spend it. You're going to save it, accumulate it, and over time, you can then make that money work for you to generate more money. I'm always speaking about leverage. In all my talks, in all my previous videos, I always speak about leverage. What we need to understand about leverage is this: you're a student. You don't have any skill that you're good at currently. Um, you need to find a niche where you can provide value. Swap, leverage your time for money, and after leveraging your time for money, save your money, and then use that money over time to make more money. Compounding, the compounding effect of money is that if you save it and you find something else to generate it, instead of now making, let's say you're making $1, you take the dollar, you save it, instead of spending it, you go out and you buy, let's say, sweets from $1. From that $1, you're making an additional 70 cents. So what you've now done, the next time you're receiving money, you're no longer just receiving $1, you're now receiving $1.70. That means your capital is increasing. You yourself, you're increasing slowly but surely. These are some of the things. This is one thing, a financial thing I wish I had learned earlier. Cause from my brand, from customizing shoes, from selling sweets, what I ordered, from selling eggs, chickens, all that I've gotten to see is that yes, you are working to make money, but I also need to add in the fact of saving the money to make more money. That's the general way or easiest way to become rich early in your 20s or in your 30s. Because you don't have a lot of responsibility. So saving now should be the easiest thing. You don't have family responsibilities. To those of you who are still in a household whereby you're not yet catering for the people around you, you don't have responsibilities. So what is stopping you from saving? What is stopping you from actually accumulating the money that you need to accumulate? It's you find out at the bottom of it, it's a situation of indiscipline. You're not disciplined. You don't have discipline. You're not disciplined with your body. That is why you're not disciplined with your money. You're not disciplined with your spirituality. That is why you're not disciplined with your funds. Whatever is going on internally, you will see it around you. In your finances, in your physicality, in your spirituality, whatever goes on mentally, it is expressed in our in the way that we act, in the way that we receive things. So get rid of ill discipline. Don't be ill disciplined. Try as much as possible to um save the little that you have for a rainy day. I'm always talking about this. One, a necessary aspect that every individual should have, every student should have, is an emergency fund. Um, this is for any individual. Wherever you're working to obtain, like let's say you're working and you're getting $100, put $50 aside, leave on 50. Another thing that I wish that I also got into learn earlier is living below, not living below your means as such, but quantifying between needs and wants. Is it a need or do I just want it? If it is a need, I must have it. If it is a want, I don't have to have it. That is what you need to actually teach yourself. Between needs and wants, focus on only spending on your needs and not your wants. Once you learn to spend on your needs and not your wants, you're actually going to save more income. You're actually going to start being more disciplined. It is very, very easy. When you follow those principles of making money, you see, I look at the parable of the talents. Um, one was given five, one was given two, one was given one. The one that was given five compounded that. He went out, he saved it, he used it accordingly, didn't squander it. The second one did the same. The last one just took it and hid it. So, in the essence of hiding, I would say that you taking the little that you have is like you going to bury it. When you want to then use it tomorrow, when you want to use the talent, look at money as in talent. Don't look at it as in the paper value, no. Because on its own, there's something that it opens. There's something that $20 can do that a dollar can do. There's something that $1,000 can do that $5 can do. So say what your talent, increase your talents, magnify your talent, and you get more. Invest back into yourself. Um, I like looking at everything as in systems, because everything is and actually the world functions around systems. The universe itself functions around systems. So you have to make a system whereby the money that you're making can you can save it, and then you can also multiply it in the same environment. If the environments are not working, remove yourself from that environment and put yourself in an environment that can actually lead to the growth. Because growth is important. These are things that we need. I just came from my round, so that is why I'm sharing this to those of you who are asking why I'm sharing this. Um, and it is something. These are the financial principles that I wish that I learned earlier on at like 16, 17. I'm telling you now, you don't have to buy that. Yes, that is nice. But as soon as as you get money, you don't have to buy those new kicks. As soon as you get money, you don't have to buy that flashy phone. As soon as you get money, you don't have to buy the flashy jacket. Save it, make it work for you, get more for it, and then you can go buy it. If you can't buy something once or twice or three times, then don't buy it. This is for the hands, for the wants, what you want. If you can't buy it, then buy one of them. This is how you can actually get to grow yourself as a student, as a person, as a young person trying to save, as a young person trying to make it. Learn how to spend, learn how to save, and learn how to spend wisely. Expenditure is very important. You know, in business, we always talk about variable costs and fixed costs. Fixed costs, let's say these are our needs, what we need to survive. You need food, you need clothes, you need shelter. If these are provided for, try to reduce your variable cost to as little as possible. Try to reduce your variable cost to something that will not reduce your profitability. That's what we're basically saying. When we're bringing it down to simple terms, that is what I'm saying. Reduce your spending, increase your saving, and invest. Always invest. I wish I started investing earlier. Um, as soon as I turned 18, I should have started investing. Even way before. Work for me. Live like the city. Gets do something with your money. Sell sweets. Sell carrots, our chicken. Do something to accumulate more money. As this and something. Thank you for watching the video. To those of you who haven't subscribed, please go down and click the subscribe button on at the bottom and join the family. I'm all about improving. I'm all about becoming the best version of oneself. I'm all about the next level, getting to the next level. What can one do to get to the next level? Thank you.